here, if we see transmission rates, for women who were treated during pregnancy, during labor and delivery, and whose infants were treated postnatally, that's the lowest rate of transmission during pregnancy and peripartum. That means that if we can achieve that, we can actually prevent more infants from getting infected, and nevertheless, that's not the case, that's not the universe of what we're seeing. Next one. Again, 39% and 27% of women who are treated, that's about 60%, were identified before pregnancy or during pregnancy. But we have 40% of the infants who were treated or were exposed who were not identified either during pregnancy or prior to pregnancy. Next one. And of course, we have the number of infants that have been born with HIV are now in the 2-digit number. And let me tell you, in Puerto Rico, even though we have such high rate of infection, whenever we have an infant who's infected, it's like a drama, and we have all people asking why this infant is infected, what have we identified this child with HIV. So it's really a case finding thing, and we're really concerned about that. But it's prevented. I mean, it's preventable. Next one. So, fortunately, transmission can happen, of course, intrauterine during labor and delivery and postpartum. Unfortunately, about 80% or more of transmission happens during labor and delivery. This allowed us to actually do something during pregnancy, from identifying women with HIV to treating them. And I have to say that breastfeeding accounts for 16% of transmission for women living with HIV, and even though in our country we have infant formula, we have substitutes for breastfeeding, in so many countries women are breastfeeding knowing that they have increased risk of transmission, and there's plenty of trials of treatment of women and treatment of children, but I certainly know that we could do better with infant formula in countries or in cities, even though in poor countries where they can have safe water and we can have infant formula. And by the way, infant formula is more expensive than antiretrovirals. That's why we're not having infant formula in so many places. Next one.